Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let's go. The grind to 5K by Thursday does not stop. We are 46 subs away. Here's Bohm, the 1-2 pitch, ground ball, base hit, back up the middle. Turner's going to come on in to score. And, well, we start this stream off with a bang as the Phillies tie it up 1-1. That's great. Great. That is how you enter into a cast. That is how you do it. That's how you enter into a cast, with a bang. You like that? I like that a lot. That's exactly what we do. All right, let's go up here. Oh, yeah. Okay, interacts, box score. Yep. Undo. It was all good all along. Okay, great. All right, bottom of the first, Kyle Schwarber is up to bat. Phillies are tied 1-1. Taijuan Walker pitched for the Phillies in the first inning. Zach Littell is pitching now for the Tampa Bay Rays. Zach Little. One ball, one strike, one out, and the pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. Yeah. So I thought it was going to be a little bit later today. But I got done what I had to do early, so that's great. So we made it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Am I a little low? 1 sec. Stupid settings. Okay, is that better? Thanks for telling me. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Schwarber, line drive down the first base line. It's fair. It's going all the way over towards the corner. Boom's rounding third. He'll score, and the Phillies lead it 2-1 on an RBI double by Kyle Schwarber. Nice swing by Kyle, and the Phillies do take the lead. All right, there we go. Yeah, sorry. We thought that we were going to be even a little bit later today, but we got what we had to do done. I got everything I needed to get done finished. So, we're here. It's great. 2-1 Philadelphia. And now JT is up to bat, and he takes a called strike at the knees. Home plate umpire today, it's Adam Beck. Over at first base, it's DJ Rayburn. And you got Roberto Ortiz at second. And Sean Barber over at third. 0-2 to JT. Foul ball. Glad you got the stuff done. Yeah, I had to take care of some business. Everything's all good. Everything's great. But I had to take care of some business. And I'm excited about it. 0-2 pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt. JJ, no vertical today. You know, when I started my stream, I thought that I had Restream up and running with the right one. No vertical today. I mean, like, what's the point? What's the point? It's the final spring training game. During the regular, am I really going to be cutting highlights for this? No. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. And so JT is down on strikes. Am I really going to be cutting highlights from this? No. I have it recorded, so if I wanted to cut my own highlights, I'll do it. Kepler's up to bat. And the pitch to Max. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying. It's going back over towards the track, and it is gone. And Schwarber's going to come on in to score. And Kepler goes over to third base, and the umpire says to him, go back over to second. It looks like the center fielder got a little piece of it, and it just maybe stayed in the yard. Again, lost track of that ball. Let's see a replay here. He got it just off the end of the bat. It was carrying over towards that wall. And I think it bounced over the fence. So they just call it an RBI double. It hit the wall and it just bounced on over the fence. So it's just an RBI double. But still, 3-1 Phils. These camera angles are really hard. Cannot wait till regular season, so that way we don't have to deal with this too. So it's an RBI double. That's what they're going to call it. And now Castellanos is up to bat. First pitch, it's taken for a ball. 1-0 pitch, down for ball 2. 100% agree, can't wait till Thursday. You thought it was gone too, didn't you? You thought it was gone too. The pitch to Castellanos, strike 1. Guys, if you're tuning into the channel for the first time, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Another busy day today. We are getting to 5K by Thursday, and I'm excited. We need 46 more subscribers. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Phillies have put up 3 runs here in the bottom of the first. Sackwell comes set over at the logo, and he fires away. That's a called strike. Did you think that was gone too, Denver? I really thought it was going to go. 3-1, foul ball. Looked like he lost it. He tried to leap up and make the catch, and then I thought it went over the fence. Three-two pitch. Foul ball by Castellanos. I didn't see it bounce anywhere in play. Neither did I. I'm just happy it wasn't just me. 3-2. Down low for ball 4. And now put runners over at first and second. So it was just ruled as a ground rule double. So weird. Baltimore and Washington are in a rain delay. Pitch to Stott. And that's taken for a strike. Cassidy looked annoyed when he had to take that walk. He kind of did, not going to lie. It's like, oh, darn it. This is what happens when I have to be patient at the plate. 0-1, swing and a miss. Why can't they just give me a fastball? Right down the middle. Oh, 2 to Bryson Stott. Ground ball hit over towards first base. This is going to wrap up the inning. And Stott does ground out. Phillies do send 8 men up to the plate. And they lead it 3-1. Thanks to an RBI single by Bohm, an RBI double by Schwarber, and an RBI ground rule double by Max Kepler. And we head to the second. Okay. All right, let's post on the socials that we are live. Hold up. Pause the music. Where are we? I'm so looking forward to Thursday, man. No more of these live streams. And look, I'm blessed that we're able to get these games, don't get me wrong. Because I'll take that over not getting the games, but I'm just ready for it to be on NBC. What am I doing? Yes, posting on socials. Hi, everyone. We are live for the final spring training game. So come on in. So come tune in. For the final hashtag Phillies game. Yolanda. What's going on, Yolanda? I haven't seen you on here in a little bit of time. Hi, JJ. Listening to you at work. Love your sense of humor and your laughs. Good day, everyone. Thanks. 3-1 Phillies, top of the second inning. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. The pitch. Nets up high and away for a ball. Taylor Walls is up to bat. It's 7, 8, and 9. Due up in the order. The 1-0 pitch. That's grounded foul. 75 degrees out in Clearwater today. Over under, according to ESPN bet, is at 9.5. And the money line is at 160 for the Phils. The count is now 1-2. There was another foul ball. And the 1-2 pitch. A bouncer. Hit over towards the right side. Stott will gobble it on up. Sidearm throw to first. And there's 1 out. Shout out to Yolanda. Shout out to everybody for coming on over here. Hopefully you're having a great work day. Hopefully this will pass the time for those of you that are working hard. The pitch. And that's down for a ball. Rortvedt is in the box. 0-1 pitch. He went around. The pitch was high, and Rortvedt took a half swing at that. Walker's on the bump. 32 pitches so far. Had a lot of pitches in that first inning. 0-2 delivery upstairs. Phillies have Turner, Harper, Bohm, Schwarber, Realmuto, Kepler as the next pitch is down. Castellanos, Stott, and Marsh. 34 pitches for Walker, who kicks and deals, and what was an 0-2 count is now a full count. Looks like it is going to pour here. Not at the game. 3-2 pitch. And that's going to miss downstairs again for ball 4. So there's a 1-out walk. Ledbetter is up at the plate. This is Colton Ledbetter. First pitch that he takes is in there for a strike. Ledbetter has not played at all during spring training. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. It's a base hit. Rounding second and heading on over to third base is Rortvedt. Actually, stays put over at second. Put the brakes on. And so there's 2 base runners now. And Christopher Morel is going to come on up to bat. It looked like that the splitter was heading into the dirt. And Ledbetter just made some good contact with it. Put it in between the first and second base. First and second baseman over on that right side. Just found the hole. Sometimes that's just the game of baseball. You find a hole, you get a little bit of daylight, and poof. So the tying run is over at first. We're only in the top of the second, folks. Morel takes the first pitch for a ball. And the pitch to Christopher Morel, he wanted to hack at that thing, but he missed at it pretty badly. Phillies are in their regular pinstripes. Red letters that say Phillies with the blue stars over each eye. Across the chest. 1-1 pitch. That's down for ball 2. They also have their red baseball caps with the white P as their logo. Rays are in their light blue shirts, jersey tops, and gray bottoms. 2-1 pitch. That's taken inside for ball 3. That time he went with a sinker. Walker kicks and fires the pitch. Ground ball, base hit into center field. Rounding third. Coming in to score is Rortvedt. And it's 3-2 on the RBI single by Christopher Morel. And heading over to third base is Ledbetter. I was thinking that he was going to go fastball right down the middle. Because, again, you're behind in the count. And Morel worked up a pretty good at-bat. So he had the advantage all along. And Morel guessed correct. Here comes Josh Lowe to the plate. Light blue batting gloves for him. He's batting on the left side. Rests the bat on his shoulder. Toss back over to first base. He is safe. Oh, I got you, Dan, bro. Hold up. You need the SpongeBob, this guy. The SpongeBob, this guy stinks. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Yeah. That, like, little sound clip. Toss back over to first base. And it's not in time. That's such a... Whoever came up with that line, that's like one of the best lines of all time, seriously. 0-1. That's outside for a ball. Like, for that line, could have literally won an Oscar for that. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. 1-1, and that's up high for ball 2. And Morel stays put over at first. 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. I think it was hit off of the shoe top of Josh Lowe. Harper had to come get it. That's funny. Two balls, two strikes. And the next pitch, there's a line drive down the right field line. That's going to get a run home at least. It is a fair ball. And so, they're actually going to get another run home. 2 runs are going to score. And the Tampa Bay Rays, they lead it 4-3. Punch. Counter punch. You leave one right down the pike, and Lowe is absolutely going to find a way to capitalize on that sinker, and he got a good piece of it. And so, Taijuan Walker allows a 2-run double to make it now 4-3. Pitch. Snowballs, 2 strikes. Next pitch was taken outside for a ball. The 1-2 delivery, and there's a called strike 3. And there's a strikeout. It's now 2 outs. Four 3 Rays. Junior Caminero's up. And takes the pitch up high for a ball. One ball, no strikes. That's down for ball 2. Pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards left field. It's carrying, but Kepler is there to make the grab, and the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-3 Rays. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks, and hit the notification bell icon as well. That way you'll know when we go live. For Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, we're also doing March Madness. Tonight we got Sixers, and then we got the rest of the Women's March Madness to see who's going to make it to the Sweet 16. We are 46 subscribers away, folks, from getting to 5,000 subscribers. Yes, it's beautiful. It's great. Rays do lead at 4-3. If you are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, as I just mentioned. Orioles are still in a rain delay. Let's look at the women's scores. We do have a game on now, right? NC State is crushing Michigan 57-31. That's in the third quarter. We got Illinois taking on Texas at 2 o'clock. And then it'll be Iowa playing Is that Oklahoma Sooners? Yeah. That game will be at 5. Is that game at 5? No, that game's at 4. Then Alabama and Maryland play at 5. FSU versus LSU's on at 6. I can't really want to miss that game. So it'll be on tonight for Mississippi State. They'll take on USC. That game will be at 10 o'clock. So after the Sixers game is done, we're going to do that game. The pitch. That's a called strike. Marsh is in the box. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Scooped up by the second baseman. And the toss over to first is in time for out number 1. Here comes Trey Turner, who singled and also scored a run. That was back in the first. And he takes the first pitch that he sees for a strike. Oh, 1 to Turner. Strike 2 at the kneecaps. And South Carolina was tied with Texas in the Southeastern Conference standings. They're both 15-1. 0-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3. And Trey Turner is down on strikes. So there's 2 away. But that is going to be it for Zach Little and Bryce Harper as he's coming up to bat. Kevin Cash is going to make a pitching change. Okay. Pitch and change. How many people do we got tuning on then? We got 31 people. 31 people tuning on in. Perfect. Hit chat. I understand that some of y'all are working. So some of y'all are away, and I don't want to distract y'all. But I do want to ask you. Okay, any predictions? Any, cool predictions for Thursday? I'm going to call for a Schwarber on Thursday. And then we get a Schwarber. And not only do we get a Schwarber, but how about this? How about this? Hear me out. A Trey Turner leadoff home run. A Trey Turner leadoff home run. I think both of those will happen on Thursday. Comes Bryce Harper. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Nobody on. Phillies had a 3-1 lead, and that was evaporated. The pitch, that's way outside. Biggie is going to pitch. This is Hunter Biggie. Harper grounded out his first time up. One 0 to Bryce. That is on the inside corner for a called strike at the knees. Brewers play the Rockies at 3:10. 1-1, swing and a miss. And Royals play the Rangers at 8:05. Pirates and Twins are underway. So are the Yankees, Mets. Both of those games just got started. 1-2 to Harper. And that thing is fouled off of Harper's foot. We are 46 subscribers away from getting the 5,000. And we're going to do it by Thursday, man. We're going to get there. The grind don't stop. The 1-2 to Bryce Harper, and he pops it up. It's hit out over towards shallow center field. And center fielder gets under it, and he'll make the grab, and the inning is over. I'm going to take a very quick step off, all right? I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere, all right? Be right back. They're going to put Walker back in for the top of the third inning, and they'll have to face Curtis Mead here. Curtis did get on with an RBI single earlier today. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit that like button as well. We got another sub, baby! 45 subscribers away. Let's go. No balls, one strike. And the pitch is down for a ball. Walker kicks and deals, and it's up high for ball two. The pitch. Line drive, it's smoked and caught by Alec Bohm. Played it right on the line perfectly. And there's out number one. Okay. Even though it was hit pretty hard, guess what? We'll take it. We will take it. Jose Caballero is up now. In the pitch, and there's a called strike. 0-1, fly ball, hit out over towards center field. Marsh backs up, and he will make the grab, and there's 2 up, 2 down. I'll have to look into that a little bit later. That's interesting. And if you guys play any of the New York Times games, like Wordle, Spelling Bee, Connections, Strands, Sudoku, 0-1, fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that's going to split the gap, and trying to backhand it and knocking it down is Kepler. He does throw it to the cutoff man, but Caballero does get on with an opposite field double. Whoever just subscribed, thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Can't wait for better camera work on these games. Yeah, again, I know how live streaming goes. It's what happens when you live stream. It happens, you know. Live stream feeds, yeah, for a game like this, I understand. You know, it's the best. It's supposed to be like the best in the business. That type of a thing. I get it. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is taken down for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch is called strike. Yes, Wordle Strands, mini crossword connections. Yeah. Oh, the mini crossword. Yeah. You do it all. Saw that there was a sports-related... not strand. Was it a strand? I think it was a strand the other day. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rorvet in the box. And the pitch. Another check swing foul ball. I love connections. I love spelling bee. But the one thing that annoys me is that, and I get it, because it's a service and they do a good job at it, but I gotta subscribe to do the rest of the spelling bee. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's taken down and inside for ball 4. That's how they get you, man. Two outs with nobody on, and all of a sudden, Caballero gets on with a double, and Walls walks. And so, Colton Ledbetter is up again, and he fouls off the first pitch. The Pelicans are sitting Zion, C.J. McCollum, and Bruce Brown tonight against the Sixers. What else is new? 0-1 foul ball. They've got to lose tonight. There is a sports one, yes. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I don't. And then my favorites are the Immaculate Grids. We'll do one on here sometime. The pitch. It's taken outside for a ball. We're only in the top of the third. It's been a long game so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch fouled away. Saw that Cody Clemens made the final roster spot, and the Phillies are going to have to trade Buddy Kennedy. Tough position, but it's the right move because Buddy is out of options. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Walker does get out of the jam. He didn't allow any runs in this inning. He got out of it unscathed, but he still has allowed 4 runs today. We go to the bottom of the third. We're only 45 subscribers away from getting the 5,000. Ted, what's going on? Thank you for doing what you do. Well, I appreciate you for coming on here, man. I do. Either that or hope he clears waivers. Do you think he's going to clear waivers? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to clear waivers. I think somebody will find a way to keep him. And see, I kind of hope, not going to lie, I hope that he does go to a different team. We don't really have a spot for him. It was like Rhys Hoskins, except it's different. Rhys obviously starter, but I'm just saying that we didn't really have a spot for him. I'd rather see him get a start somewhere else. Gerard Encarnacion, the Giants outfielder, is going to have surgery on his broken hand. He's going to undergo surgery on his broken left hand. The team announced on Sunday that Dr. Stephen Shin would perform the procedure, and a timetable for Encarnacion's return will be determined after the surgery. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We're trying to get to 5K by opening day. Buddy is up to bat right now. And he's already down in the count 0-2. This is going to be it for him. This is his last day. 0-2 pitch. That's wide for a ball. Kevin Kelly is on the mound. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. And well, Buddy Kennedy does strike out. And there's one gone. Who did Kennedy just pinch hit for? Pinched hit for Alec Bohm. Is he okay? Is Bohm okay? Here comes Kyle Schwarber. The first pitch he takes is inside. Why did Bohm come out? One ball, one strike now. The pitch way up high for ball two. Two-one delivery, and there's a called strike. Two-two to Schwarber, and he looks at strike three, just at the knees. Phillies batters have struck out in 3 of their last 4 at-bats. Now it's JT coming on up. And the first pitch that he sees is a strike on the outside edge. The windup and the pitch. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. The windup and the pitch from Kelly downstairs. Rays have gone 12-12 during spring training. They're also 7-6 on the road. 1-2. That just misses outside. 2-2 pitch to JT, swing and a miss. And Kevin Kelly comes in and strikes out the side and gets himself a 1-2-3 inning. We played 3 frames and head to the 4th. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back. We are back. We're on the top of the 4th. It's 4-3 Tampa Bay. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Phillies game. Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And we appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. It's 4-3 Tampa Bay. Walker still out there, and he throws a strike just at the kneecaps. Tomorrow is also the last Phillies mailbag on Pattison before the regular season starts, according to Tim Kelly. So if you have any questions for Anthony Sanfilippo or for Tim, now's your time to get those questions in. 1-2 pitch, and that is taken outside for ball 2. That was like the first thing that popped up on my Twitter feed, so I just wanted to read that. The 2-2 pitch from Walker. Ground ball hit sharply over towards shortstop. The throw over to first is in time. Beautiful throw over at shortstop made by Edmundo Sosa. Phillies are making some quick substitutions here, so it's not just for Alec Bohm. They got Sosa now playing over at shortstop. And then over at first base, we also have Dominic Tello. Trying to see who else is out there. Cody Clemens is playing left field for Max Kepler. Interesting. And then Buddy Kennedy's over at third. No balls, 2 strikes. Narciso Polanco. Guess it's because they all played yesterday. Is that why? I don't know. 0-2 pitch. That thing is lifted out over towards right center field. Marsh, does he have enough room? He does, and he makes the grab. Right in front of the Academy sign out at that right center field wall. And Brandon Marsh makes an excellent catch. And there is the second out. Oof. Good play. Really nice play for him to be able to track that down, recognize where he was, and he slammed into the wall just a little bit. Another sub, baby! That was a nice catch. Whoever subscribed, thank you so much. 44 more until opening day, man. 1-0 pitch. That's taken outside for ball 2. And the 2-0 is slapped foul. The 2-1 from Walker, swing and a miss. Brandon Lowe saw a fastball that just whizzed on by him. It was a cutter at 86 miles per hour. Just a reminder for everybody, no spoilers in the chat. If you see it before I do, just wait a couple seconds. That's all I ask. The pitch on the way, ground ball hit over towards the right side. Stott has it, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. So Taijuan Walker doesn't allow any runs over the last 2 innings. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies are coming up. It's 4-3 Rays. Okay. Oh, boy. It all begins for real next Monday. It really all begins for real Thursday. Thursday is going to be here in 3 days. And you know what that means. We got to get to 5K. Camille, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate you. I'm ready. It all begins for real next Monday at the bank. Yes, it does. Christopher Sanchez, game 1. How do we feel? How do we feel about that? I'm excited. He 1,000% deserves it. Here comes Cody Clemens facing Pete Fairbanks, the closer for the Rays. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Still plenty of baseball left to go in this one. 0-1 delivery from Fairbanks is on the outside edge for a strike. I want to get your opinion on something, chat. The ball's in 2 strikes. And the pitch, there's a swing and a miss. And Clemens is down on strikes 1, 2, 3. That's now 4 straight strikeouts in a row by the Rays pitching staff. I want to get your opinion on something. What makes baseball a great sport, in your opinion? Why is baseball a great sport? Why do you love baseball? What's unique about baseball compared to other sports? The pitch, and there's a strike called. Castellanos at the dish, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Mookie Betts is in danger of missing Dodgers opening day and potentially may start the season on the IL because of this bug that he's been dealing with. The pitch on the way is fouled off. It's a casual watch. You don't have to see every play and every pitch to watch a game. It's a good answer. What else? What else? Pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards right field, and on the run to make the grab is Caballero. And there's out number 2, or low that is. What makes baseball a great sport? Anybody else have any answers? 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. That's taken for a strike. Case says, I agree with you, Denbrew. My favorite part of baseball is the good sportsmanship and attitude of each team. What about the sounds? Best part of baseball is Phillies wins and Schwarber bombs. No balls, 2 strikes. To Bryson Stott. The 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And Stott is down on strikes. And 6 out of the last 7 Phillies batters have struck out. 6 actually out of the last 8 batters have struck out. And so we've played 4 and head to the 5th. It's still 4-3 Tampa Bay. What else makes baseball a great sport? I think to me what makes baseball a great sport, and this is just me, but I think that baseball has actually the best community. And the reason why I say that is because, like Denver said, you could be at the ballpark, you could be not paying attention all the time, and yet when something good happens, everybody around you can cheer for it, and we can gather around each other. I think that there's more so of a community for it. Plus, it's also just naturally 162 games, so it's more so of a soundtrack of the summertime, and it's the only sport that's on from like late June up until late August, and it's nice. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's not a violent sport. Unless you watch the movie Hook, then I guess it is. But yeah, that's what I think makes baseball really special. But what else? The mascots. The mascots are pretty cool. I like the broadcasters. I think baseball has the best broadcasters. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's the truth. It is totally the truth. It has the best broadcasters. Not saying that the other broadcasters are terrible, but you get the most personality from them. The stories are great. I think that baseball has the best broadcasters, personally. Junior Caminero is up to bat. And Joe Ross is going to pitch. And there's a strike. JJ and Kruk in the booth. The weather, too, yes. The best one is right here. Thank you. Appreciate that. You guys are too nice. But thank you. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards shortstop. Sosa gobbles it up. Throws it on over to first. And there's one away. So Taijuan Walker, his day is done. Walker gave up 4 earned runs that came in the first and in the second inning. But he lasted 4 innings, 6 hits allowed, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The stadiums themselves are really cool. That's true. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Oof. That's going to hit me, Ed, right near the elbow. And he will be rewarded first base. Stadium food is so much better at baseball parks. Stadium food is great. But the ballparks themselves are unique, right? How many people can say that a football stadium looks different? Like Lambeau looks different than the Link. Just from the design and the scenery of things. You can't really say that. I mean, yeah, some stadiums are indoors, but there's not really, from a scenic perspective or a scenery type of perspective, there's not really much, Baseball, you got Fenway Park with the big green monster. You got so many other cool ballparks. Wrigley Field with the ivy. Some people are like, we should get rid of the ivy. No. That makes it really, really cool. Does. Stadium food is better. I always remember falling asleep to the late West Coast broadcast, and the broadcasters just painted a picture in my head, says Denbrew. Yep. That's what I mean by ASMR. It relaxes you. It's calming. It's really therapeutic. The pitch. There's a line drive caught over out in left field. And there's 2 away. I love the longer season, says Donna. What's up, Donna? How are you? I like the long season as well. 2 outs, a runner on over at first. And the pitch is taken outside. I think sports talk-wise, baseball's the best. Baseball's second best. Football is the best for sports talk. But still up there. 1-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 2. But then you could argue that baseball is the best because it's on every day. And so there's always something new to talk about every single day. With football, you're talking about the same things until they play on Sunday. Unless there's moves that occur, that type of stuff. But from a current events perspective, that's unique. It's 4-3 Tampa against the Phillies. We're in the top of the 5th inning, And the 2-1 pitch is lined foul. That shot is not white balanced. That shot is white balanced. See, as somebody that knows cameras, this kind of stuff gets into my head. Not even working the camera today. 2-2, and there's a high fly ball hit out to right field. That's going to get past the dive of Castellanos, or the right fielder that's out there now for the Phillies, and the throw is going to be made over to the plate. It is not in time, and the Tampa Bay Rays now take a 5-3 lead. So out in right field, it was Marcus Lee Sang who tried to make a diving catch and just could not get over to that baseball. And so Ross gives up another run. That's his first run that he's allowed today, but still, it was just another run to the Tampa Bay Rays. Scott says that he loves it when a kid catches the ball and gets to keep it. Souvenirs. There you go. What other sport has a souvenir, guys? Like a baseball. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 5th. And the pitch from Ross. That's taken just a bit outside. Andrew, what's going on, my friend? I love how baseball is woven into our American history, he says. I do too. That's why I like to bring up history with the game sometimes, because there is, as the pitch is taken inside for ball 2, there is a sense of that. There's an art to what the history brings, and I don't think that we, in some ways, I don't think we embrace it enough. The 2-1 delivery is down and in for ball 3. Ross with 16 pitches. He's been a little bit all over the place. Rortvet is in the box. Ross kicks and delivers, and there's a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman has it. Pitcher has to go cover the bag, and he does. And he's there to make the final out. Bottom of the 5th coming on up. The Tampa Bay Rays do get another run. Thanks to an RBI double by Taylor Walls. And Phillies are down by 2. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why baseball is great. But those are, I think, really good reasons. One of my challenges on here when I'm doing these games is how to figure out when to go to certain things, right? My eyes are all over the place because it's not radio, it's not TV, it's streaming. So, sure, we have a lot of power. We don't have a director talking in our ears saying what camera we're going to next, what graphics are going to be coming on up. No. But it's sort of an in-between of radio and TV. It's more so like radio, what I tell people, but we try to figure out how to get the other instruments involved. And by other instruments, I mean the stats. I mean looking at the screen, looking at Twitter to get live updates on things, look into the research, and then look into chat. That's 5 different spots that I got to keep my eyes on. It's a lot. But sometimes I'm going to lean more on chat. Sometimes I'm going to lean more on Twitter. Bottom of the 5th, and Rojas is up to bat, and he takes the first pitch inside and low for a ball. But I bring this stuff up because I thought today would be a really good day to try to just ask you guys questions and get you guys involved. Not saying that I don't ever get you guys involved, but I'm sort of leaning more so on participation today. And I want to know if you guys like that or not. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch to Rojas, and there's a foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. I'm really curious to see what type of a season Johan does have. Has a 289 average in spring training so far. 2-1 pitch, and he stares at a strike on the outside edge. Garrett Cleavinger is pitching. One point he played for the Cleveland Guardians. Actually, scratch that. He was on the Dodgers. He was also a Philly, too, if you remember. 2-2. That's taken outside for ball 3. Just played in one game for the Phillies back in 2020. Three balls, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the payoff pitch to Yohan. Line drive, hit out over towards right field. And that's going to be caught for out number 1. By the way, the Orioles-Nationals game is still in a rain delay. The field is still the field in football. Each baseball stadium has different dimensions. It does, but it also just has different vivid sights as well. I love how the stats, says Andrew, are so important that they are always protecting the integrity of the game. 0-1, and there's a foul ball. And then there's politics about stats, which I think is kind of interesting too. Should we add more? Should we rely more on the stats? Should we focus on the analytics? I think that stats hold a history to the game, but there's those people that say that in the game today we're relying too much on the stats, and there's politics behind that, which I think is unique. One ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 5th, 1 out to Edmundo Sosa. Came on into play for Trey, and he fouls off a fastball and stays alive. Looking forward to the Kyle Cutlet. I agree with that. And the chocolate quesadilla. That does sound good. The 1-2. I think it was a slider that he just took inside and low. Sun is shining. The birds are chirping out in Florida. Not in South Jersey, though. 2-2 pitch. That just misses inside. So the Rays lead at 5-3. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's 1 out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Sosa's in the box. Hitting on the right side. In the white pinstripes. And the 3-2 is popped up and hit over towards the catcher, who gets under it and will make the grab in front of home plate. And there's out number 2. Raider Tello is going to come on in to pinch hit for the Phillies. Pitch on the way, and there's a called strike. Tello is 24 years old. He's a shortstop. And he fouls the next pitch out of play. Stands at 6 feet, inches tall, 205 pounds. He's wearing red batting gloves. Tries to adjust them out of the box. Gets back into the batter's box on the right side. Open stance. 0-2 pitch. And there's a ball that's just a little bit low. And not by much. Cleavinger versus Tello. The windup from Clevenger, and Tello fouls off the next pitch and taps it towards the third base side. Up next is Buddy Kennedy. Tello did come on in to pinch hit for Bryce Harper, so he's batting second. The windup and the pitch. Another foul ball. And Tello putting up a good fight here. If he gets on, the tying run's coming up to the plate. 1-2 delivery, another foul ball. That's now 3 straight foul balls in a row by Tello. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch, it's a breaking ball that misses low and away. Jeff Kerr says that the Phillies have, quote-unquote, no current option right now but to go with Taijuan Walker. It's likely only going to be a few starts, perhaps a month at most. Painter is not coming until summertime. The pitch, ground ball underneath the first baseman's glove out to right field for a base hit. And Tello did hit the ball pretty sharply there. It was a sinking line drive. Just went underneath the glove of the first baseman, Miad. And so, a 2-out single. And Kevin Cash is going to make another move as Buddy Kennedy will come on up to the plate. Another pitch and change. Okay. The other cool thing I like about baseball is that there's moments. There's moments where we can sort of lay back. And then there's moments where you just cannot take your eyes off of Bryce Harper. And it's bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded. There's 2 outs. We're down by 3. It was a 5-0 game for 8 straight innings. And all of a sudden, it's 5-2. And Harper's coming on in the pinch hit. And then, boom. 5th pitch of the at-bat, and he ties the game. How do you describe that moment? So it could just be very low-key and laid back. And then all of a sudden, we have this grand finale coming up to bat. And we get the anticipation, we get the juices flowing. And all of a sudden, the big moment is here. And everybody just goes bonkers. There's a lot of drama to it. Bedlam at the bank. Yep. But that was just a playoff game. I mean, the playoff games, yeah, for sure. Like, the drama's great for that. But I'm, like, for the last game, for example, right? Did a lot of people expect the Phillies to come back in that game? No. But to see them score all those runs in the 9th inning with 1 out and nobody on, we were building up drama. Like, it was a little bit laid back, and then they walked in the run, and then it's like, well, now you see a 2-run single. Okay, this is getting interesting. And then we get more intense with it, and all of a sudden Robert Moore comes up. It's 7-5, and he just hits a big 3-run homer, and we're like, wow. 2-0 pitch. There's a foul ball as Buddy Kennedy is in the box. Antonio Menendez, that's how you say it, is pitching. It's not, but 2-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field, and Kennedy's going to fly out, and the inning is over. And we go to the 6th inning. Phillies can't get another run home. They strand another one over at first. 5-3 Rays. Yeah, but the point is that they were down and out throughout the whole entire game. And then all of a sudden, they had a very intense moment, and that was really cool. So, when you have a blowout in basketball, there's not really much to talk about, right? It's more so people are tuning on into basketball just because of the flow of the game and to see if their team is going to win. So they like close games. That's the only reason why you tune on in to something like that. If it's a blowout, there's not really much to talk about. When it's a blowout in baseball, there are things to talk about because, again, it's a slower pace. It's more so about storytelling. Basketball's not a storytelling sport. Hockey's not a storytelling sport. Football can be. But that's what I'm saying. 42 people watching and only 29 likes. Let's change that, man. Let's wake up. Let's wake up, baby. 43 more subs by Thursday. I need 43 more subs by Thursday. Let's go. Tonight we got Sixers. And after that, we got the rest of March Madness on the women's side of things. Tonight is USC versus Mississippi State at 10 o'clock. And we'll be covering the rest of that game. We're in the top of the 6th. Colton Ledbetter is up to bat, and Jose Ruiz is going to pitch. He hasn't pitched in a couple of games. The pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for a ball. People call me into. Does that count as an instrument? Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. The pitch. And there's a pop-up hit out over towards left field. And out number 1 is recorded as Jose Ruiz gets the first out. Only took him 2 pitches. And now Christopher Morel's coming on up. Hitting over on the right side, he grounds this one over towards third base. Kennedy gobbles it up, throws it on over to first base, and it hits the first baseman right on the chest of the catch. So there's out number 2. It didn't actually hit him. Wanted to try something there, but it didn't work. Narciso Polanco batting for the first time today. Takes a strike over on the outside edge and is down in the count 0-1. The pitch by Ruiz. Round ball hit over towards the right side. Scooped up by the second baseman. The throw over to first. That's going to wrap up the top of the 6th. Time to go to the bottom of the 6th. Good inning by Jose Ruiz. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. Gonzalez, Marchand, and Clemens are coming up to bat. Beautiful. 3 more days, and that's Kyle Cutlet time. Yep. That's what somebody else said in chat. They did end up canceling the Baltimore-Washington game after all of that. Huh. Hey, folks, do me a solid. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about this channel, too. Not only do we do Phillies games, but we're also going to be doing some Sunday Night Baseball as well. And we are doing March Madness and the Philadelphia 76ers. I also like how baseball allows me to have a voice. Basketball and hockey don't. Sad for a bird watcher. Yeah, was he on? Was he on today? If he was, that's too bad. I'm sure that he made a podcast out of it. Hopefully, how is the weather for Thursday? Has anybody thought about that? Because that would suck if it's going to rain. I need a meteorologist. The pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards left field. And where is it? It drops in no man's land. Oh man. And Mendez gets on with a double. Or Diego Gonzalez gets on with a double, that is. But, geez, I think that the left fielder, Morel, just lost that in the lights. Lost that in the sun. And it just bounced right in front of him. He lost it and was afraid that it was going to hit him. So, Morel's on over at, the runner's on over at second base. Now it's Rafael Marchand who's up to bat. And he takes the first pitch down low for a ball. So Gonzalez is on. Pitch on the way to Marchand. Line drive, base hit out over to right field. A run's going to come in to score, and Rafael Marchand gets on with an RBI double. And the Phillies are back in business. Cody Clemens coming up to the plate. Nice swing by Marchand, and he's here to stay. The pitch outside for a ball. So it is 1 ball and no strikes. Charge! It'll get louder as we go. Pitch on the way. Line drive over the head of the second baseman out to right field. Marchand is rounding third, and he will stay over at third base as he slows it down. The throw is drawn to home plate, and Clemens gets on with a single. And the Phillies have a little rally cooking over here. Nice swing. George! Bottom of the 6th. Runners on over at the corners. And the pitch is outside for a ball. What's up, Stanley? Haven't seen you on here in a bit. Where have you been? 1 ball, no strikes. It's good to see you, my friend. Pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball 2. Forecast for DC says clear, high of 59. Good. 2-0 pitch. And there's a foul ball. I was going to say, wait, forecast for DC. I'm like, dude, their game just got canceled. And then I just realized you meant, for Thursday. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Marcus Lee Sang, and the next pitch is inside. Almost got a piece of the jersey. Tying runs at third. 3-1 pitch inside for ball 4, and that is going to load the bases. Rally time for the Fightin' Phils. And Robert Moore is coming up to the plate again. Wouldn't this be something? The table is set for Robert Moore. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Time was called. Knapp is out there to talk things over with his pitcher, Menendez. And home plate umpire says, go back. Got to break up the conversation here. Moore hit a go-ahead 3-run homer in the 9th inning of what was an incredible comeback by the Philadelphia Phillies to give them an 8-7 lead. And he's up to bat here, batting on the left side. First pitch to Moore, ground ball, hit over towards the mound. The throw over to home, there's one. The throw back to first, and there's a double play. 1, 2, 3. That was probably the worst thing that you could ask for. Now it's Rojas up to bat with runners on at second and third. And 2 outs. The pitch. And there's a strike. Bottom of the 6th, runners on at second and third. Phillies down 5-4 in their final spring training game. And Rojas takes it downstairs for a ball. Join us tonight for some more March Madness. We got the Sixers on at 8, and then we got Mississippi playing at 10 o'clock. And we're going to be covering the rest of that game on the women's side of things. Mississippi State plays USC. It's going to be a fun one. 1-1 to Rojas. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. It's carrying, and it's going over towards the gap, and it drops in for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score, and Rojas gives the Phillies the lead. One more day until the regular season. Scratch that. Obviously, there's 3 more days until it begins, but this is the last game. Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Rojas will swipe third base without a throw, and he is over at third base, baby. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Phillies have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. And Edmundo Sosa fouls off the next pitch back over towards the screen. Nothing in 2 is the count. Bottom of the 6th. And the pitch to Edmundo Sosa is down and inside for a ball. Who's coming on for March Madness tonight? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Who's ready for JJ to, like, lose his voice? I almost lost it last night. 1-2, and that's a check swing ground ball. It's a foul ball, though. Who's ready for JJ to lose his voice tonight? NC State crushed Michigan State today, 83-49. 1-2 to Sosa. Ground ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it's going all the way over towards the corner. The Phillies will get another run home, and Edmundo Sosa gets on with an RBI double. Just continue to rack up those runs, baby. Let's go. Third baseman was not even playing over towards the line. But it's 7-5 Philadelphia. Raider Tello is coming up to bat. The pitch, it's inside and low for a ball. Phillies have exploded in this inning. They were down 5-3 and have put up 4 runs. 4 unanswered runs. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Antonio Menendez with 27 pitches in this inning. 26. The 27th will be coming on up. One. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. Texas is beating Illinois 21-16. That's in the second quarter. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Base hit into right field. Sosa is rounding third. He will come on in. The throw. He's out. Edmundo Sosa tried to dive into home plate, and he was out. And so it's 7-5 as we go to the top of the 7th. So that is all she wrote here in the bottom of the 6th. He was a dead fish at the plate. That was a good throw. So Phillies are up by 2 runs. I'll be lurking. I'm just not into March Madness. It's okay. It's all good. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. College basketball? Nah. Phillies are looking scary, says Rob. It's all good. Bilbo says, yeah, let's go. Stanley is a Houston Cougars fan, really. Houston didn't make it on the women's side. No. They didn't make it on the women's side of things, did they? Ole Miss plays UCLA on Friday. Maybe we'll be able to cover that game. We'll see. Notre Dame plays what? TCU on Saturday? That game should be fun. Florida's going to eat Maryland's crab cake. Let's go. I enjoy baseball with your stream. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. That's the thing I love about this, right? Is that we have people that come on here just for specific things. There's people that just love to tune into my Sixers stuff. There's people that just love to tune into my Eagles stuff. And then there's people that love to tune into Sixers and Eagles. There's people that love to tune into Phillies and Sixers. It's great. It's great. I'll show up at the final buzzer to claim that my brackets are still perfect, says Larry. It's funny. Will Simpson is going to come on in the bat. He'll be up to bat. And Daniel Harper is going to pitch. No relationship at all to Bryce. In the pitch, and there's a foul ball. 43 subscribers away, man. Till 5K. 43 more, baby. No balls, 1 strike in the pitch, and there's a high fly ball hit out over to left field. It'll stay in the yard, though. And Clemens gets under it and makes the grab. Yes, that's Cody Clemens playing out in left field. That is correct. I'm going to email you an online custom scoreboard that I found. I don't know if you've ever tried it before. Yeah, email it to me. Sure. Send it my way. If I have to operate it, though, I'm probably not going to use it. The pitch, ground ball, hit over towards third base. Barehanded by the third baseman. The throw over to first is way up high, and going on over to second base is Caminero on the throwing error by Buddy Kennedy over at third base. Kennedy made a good try by barehanding that baseball, and then when he released it, it was just way up high, and it went way over the first baseman's head. So Junior is over at second base, and now it's Jonathan Aranda who comes up to bat. 43 more subs, baby, till we get to 5K. Let's go. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's my email again. Don't I post it? It's right over here. It's literally posted in Stream Elements. This is why we have the bots. My email is posted literally right here. That's what these bots are for. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Harper kicks and fires. There's a foul ball. And the Nets play at 7:30. And the Raptors play at 7. We'll be keeping our eyes on both of those games, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. And there's strike 3 by Daniel Harper. And there's 2 away. He went around. It was a check swing. They didn't even have to appeal. He did half swing at that. Hit that like button, folks. We got 53 people on here watching. 2 gone, top of the 7th trade offer. JJ pitches as the 5th starter, and Taiwan does the live stream. Yeah, that's a lose-lose. Two balls, 1 strike. Any financial benefits from that? Just kidding. He could offer me 1,000 and I still wouldn't do it. Two-two pitch, and that's a breaking ball that's going to get away from Marchand. Going over to third base is Caminero. The ball gets away from the third baseman, and, well, he's going to come on in the score. There's a little league play there, and Tampa Bay is down by 1. Marchand, not a good block. And then he just threw it over to third base. It actually hit the bag. Kennedy couldn't make the catch, and it just bounced right on into the outfield and doinked. If that is Marchand, and I lost track. Was that Marchand? This. Pitch on the way, and there is strike 3. So, Connor Hugjack is going to strike out, and the inning is over, and it is now stretch time at a Baycare ballpark. Okay. And by the way, 1 strikeout. 2 strikeouts. "19 hits in this contest, 13 runs scored." Yankees and Mets are tied 2-2 in the top of the 5th with 1 out. Tomorrow we're starting our 48-hour live stream, and that I'm excited for. We're getting to that 5K marker. We're going to get there by Thursday. So we're starting our 48-hour live stream, and I do want to talk to you guys about something while I do have your attention. Let me go to my monologue screen for a second. Okay. I want to do a fantasy baseball league. Think it would be like really, really cool to actually do a draft on air and kill some time and do it for Wednesday when there's not a lot of sports on that day. And so I'd like to do a fantasy baseball league. If you are interested in joining, okay, please let me know in the chat. Give me a Y for yes if you are interested, because I want to figure out how to do the teams and all that stuff. We'll figure out logistics as we go, but if you are interested in doing a fantasy baseball team and joining my league, please let me know. I'll get more specifics in just a little bit. I know it all depends as well on what time the draft is on Wednesday. I'm aiming to do it Wednesday night. Like, Wednesday night is when I would be doing it. So, let me know if you're interested. It would be like late Wednesday night. So, just let me know. Give me a Y down below for yes. Denver says I'm in. Cool. Welcome aboard. Bottom of the 7th and the pitch. And there's a strike. Community fantasy baseball. Nope, it's just gonna be a league for us. Play by play with JJ. I just want to know how many teams I should prepare for. The pitch. Ground ball. Hit over towards shortstop. Throw over to first is in time. There's 2 away. Got a little bit distracted there. Like super late or like evening? Well, one sec. These are all great questions. Sixers play at 7 o'clock, so it would probably be by like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Scott's doing it. No ball is 1 strike. They'll be a part of the 48-hour live stream. No ball is 1 strike, and we're going to be airing the draft for sure. Gives us more content. Kills more time. It's great. Denver says I can try to make that work. Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. And it's popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. And out number 3 is made. No, I don't do fantasy teams because I can't root for players on the other teams. Oh, I know why you don't do it. It makes sense. We go to the 8th. Phillies lead it by 1. Camille, are you down? You down? You down? Are you down? Did it down? Did it down? I don't know if you've seen it, but Quentin Grimes is out for the rest of the season. Yep. Saw that. I don't know why. Oh, he's out for rest, I meant. Yeah, he's out for rest. Larry, just draft from one team. That's right. Just take all the Phillies players. Or just take old Phillies players. Like Zach Eflin. You could take him. You could. Is that good for the Sixers tanking? Oh, yeah. Yes. Quentin's been their best player during this whole tankathon. Yeah, and I want them to keep him. I do. I want them to keep Quentin Grimes. I've never done fantasy baseball. Only football. Might like to try. Okay. Yeah, it would be Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. I would do a draft. And I'd do it on stream as a part of the 48-hour stream. So, I'm going to be busy over these next couple of days. Obviously, when I'm on stream, I will be taking breaks. But I'm still keeping the cameras rolling. Right? When I have to go eat dinner, I will go do that. But I want us to get to that 5K marker, man. Grind don't stop. Denver, that's exactly what I do, but it's a recipe for losing. Pitch. And there's a ball. That's funny. We'll be airing the draft. And if you don't want to join, you can most certainly watch our draft as we're live. But yeah, I figured it's good content. It's a good way to pass time, right? Then we can get other people to join. And it'll be great. It does sound like fun, yeah. I'm a creative person. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Wednesday's a perfect day to do it because there's not a lot of sports on. Right? No March Madness. Nothing like that. 2-1 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 3. It's going to be late, though. It is going to be late. I know that some people have to work, and I get it. 3-1. There's a swing and a miss. If we get a lot of people, and of course I'm going to post this in the community tab too, at some point today. It'll be great. 3-2 pitch, and there's a high fly ball. Hit out over towards center field. And there's out number 2. I could do NFL fantasy because I know other players, but MLB, I only really follow the Phils. Well, you know, Larry, I think that you, I'll be honest, I think that you don't give yourself enough credit with how many baseball players you do know currently. I think that you know a lot. I do. I think that you know more than you think that you know. You know Mookie Betts. You know Freddie Freeman, right? You know Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. You do. Like, you know the basics. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. And the pitch is inside. You know Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman. I think you keep up with it pretty well. The 1-1. There's a foul ball. Scott's wearing the powder blue on opening day. I don't have a powder blue. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. Phillies do lead at 7-6. There's 1 out. The windup and the pitch. There's a foul ball. I do. I think that Larry knows a good amount of baseball players from today. I do. 1-2 strikes. And the pitch is down and away for ball 2. I'm going with the pinstripes. I am. I'm going with the pins. 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Those are just the biggest names. I'd want to be well-versed on, like, OPS stats, strikeouts, percentage, etc. Gotcha. That makes sense. But you still do know a good amount. I mean, I don't know, is Starlin Marte a big name? I don't think he is, but you still know him. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the right side, and there's a base hit. So, there's a 2-out double allowed by Nelson Alvarez. There's only one that I never wear, and it's signed. It's a signed Jamie Moyer jersey. What's the story behind that, Denbrew? Larry is a stat nerd. It's funny. 2 outs, top of the 8th. And the pitch. And there's a strike. That's funny. Oh, 1 pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. I'm way too competitive to be a casual player. I play to win. Oh, I know you do. I'm just saying that I think that I still think that you know more than you think that you know. That's all I'm saying. 1 strike, and the pitch is down for ball 2. Bought it on eBay a while back, and it's framed on my wall. It's cool. The 2-1 pitch from Alvarez. That's inside for ball 3. The one thing I'm going to try to do this year is I want to go to some more baseball card shows just to see if I can either A, put out the word, B, also look for other players and try to get some good stuff. I think that's going to be one thing that we try to work on this year. Expanding the brand. Scott, it's really that. If I'm going to deep dive, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to deep dive to get every advantage. That's how it is. Michael says actually Larry signed it. Yeah, Denbrew, I'm sorry to break it to you, but my man found a way to get Jamie Moyer's handwritings, how to mimic it, and that was him that actually signed it. The pitch, that's down low for ball 4. Alvarez in a little bit of a jam here. The tying run's over at second. The go-ahead run is on over at first. It's 7-6. Denver says, "Darn, yep, you gotta take it down now." Or you could just no. Leave it up. So that way you'll remember it was Larry. He's a good forge. 0-1 is the count. The pitch from Alvarez is outside for a ball. A Dembona is probable for tonight's game. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time. It actually took a kick off the mound, the back of the mound, and the shortstop was right over there at the right time, Sosa. and threw it on over to first base, and the inning is over. It's still 7-6. Bottom of the 8th coming on up for Philadelphia. All right, where are the standings, man? Where are the standings? Are we in JJ's playoff hunt is the question. Are we in JJ's playoff hunts? Where are the Grapefruit and Cactus League standings? Spring training. Here we go. The Giants in the Cactus League are 19-6. Okay. JJ's top 6. Do they get in? They do. They actually get on in. They could actually finish. We could finish above the Yankees, folks. If we win and the Yankees lose, they're down right now, 3-2. We might actually finish above the Yankees in spring training. And we could actually tie the Red Sox. Man, the Grapefruit League, it's not as competitive as the Cactus. We're behind the Blue Jays. Well, we're not going to catch the Jays, obviously. But we could catch the Yankees and the Red Sox. We need 43 more subs for us to get to 5,000 by Thursday. Let's go. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. There's a little button if you're tuning in on a desktop or even on your phone if you have it landscape. You just press that little red subscribe button. It's on the bottom of your screen over on the far right side. That's how you subscribe. You don't even have to leave the page, nothing, or scroll down. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Hayden Snellsire is going to pitch. So we won't get the spring training pennant. Hey, man, JJ's playoff format says that we have a shot, but they don't have a playoff format here. Pitch to Clemens. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's going back, and it hits off the very top of the track, and Clemens is thinking about going over to second base, and he gets in with a stand-up double. The throw was a little bit wide over to second base, but it doesn't get too far away from the second baseman. And so we have a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 8th. Okay, let's go, baby. Good for Cody. Marcus Lee Sang is in the box. The pitch. There is a called ball by Marcus, or to Marcus Lee Sang. Let's get another run here. 1-0 pitch. And that is off the plate for ball 2. This game started at 12:30. .12:35 was really first pitch. 2-0, line drive over towards left field. It's going all the way over towards the wall. The Phillies will get another run home as Clemens will score, and they lead it 8-6 on the RBI opposite field double. And it's a 2-run game. Let's go. Lee Sang with a beautiful swing. And Robert Moore is coming on up, baby. All right, 8-6 Phils. Moore will show bunt, and he fouls it back over towards the screen. Wow, a guy that's not afraid to show bunt. Who would have thunk? Roberts 0 for 1. Grounded into a 1-2-3 double play. His last time up with the bases loaded. 0-1 pitch to Moore. Swing and a miss. Phillies were down 1-0 in the top of the first. Then they tied it up in the bottom of the first. and then actually took the lead. They were up 3-1 in the bottom of the first. And then Tampa Bay scored 3 runs in the top of the second as the next pitch is up high for a ball. It's been a back-and-forth game, but the Phillies got the lead back and scored 4 runs in the bottom of the sixth. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Moore does strike out. And there's one away. We'll steal the pennant for whoever wins it. I want to finish better than the Yankees, please. Yankees have beat us so many times, and yet they blew us 7. They blew a 7-0 lead to us with 1 out of the 9th, and yet we could tie the Yankees. Oh, I think that's great. The ball is 1 strike to Rojas. The pitch, and that's inside and high for a ball. And right now they're losing 3-2. I kind of want to see I'd like to see this, not going to lie. Moral victories, am I right? Am I right? Two games ago. 2 days ago. It's hard to believe. Time does fly. Huascar Braziban's pitching for the Mets, former Philadelphia Philly. Right? Oh, wait, he's a former Met. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit over towards the mound. The throw over the first is in time. He is a former Marlin. Yankees are cooked, dude. Come on. Can we actually see them lose? I'm not going to lie. That would actually be really funny. Do they play tomorrow? They don't play tomorrow, do they? They do. They play tomorrow at 1:10. Oh, yeah, because we couldn't make up one game. Oh, I forgot. We got rained out against Baltimore one time, so we're not making that up. No balls, 1 strike. Maybe we'll watch that game tomorrow, just for giggles. 0-1 pitch to Edmundo Sosa, and there's strike 2. 70 in here, and we only have 40 likes. Let's change that. And, guys, we are on the way to 5,000 subscribers by opening day. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so at this very moment in time. Hammer that like button, baby. Thanks for letting me know about that, Michael. Appreciate you. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. And the 0-2 to Sosa, swing and a miss. He looked like a fool swinging at that pitch. It was low and away. And we go to the 9th. Phillies are up 8-6. Last chance. Get those subs up, baby. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, actually, real quick. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been on YouTube. I'm sorry, I got distracted on my phone. I've been on YouTube now for 3 years. Well, this is going to be my 3rd year, which is really exciting. And so I do Phillies, I do Sixers, and I do Eagles games, but we're also doing March Madness. We're going to be doing Sunday Night Baseball. And my goal is to try to get 5K by opening day. That's been my goal ever since the beginning of March. And so we're going to hustle these next couple of days. We got another Sixers game tonight, and right after that, it's the end of March Madness for the women's for this week. And then we start our 48-hour live stream tomorrow, man. Just trying to get to that 5K marker by opening day. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, please make sure that you guys take the time to do that right now. It would really, really mean a lot to me. Spread the word. We've been putting in a lot of hours, a lot of work, and we've been grinding, and we're doing everything that we can. So Any help is really appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's go back to the 9th. Here we go. Let's get to it. Phillies are up 8-6. Jack Dallas is going to pitch. Jack Dallas is going to pitch. Phillies do lead it by 2. I do like guac on my bagel. I do. Somebody's making me hungry. It's the 9th inning. We're close. The pitch. Nats taken for a ball. Dallas kicks and delivers. And the pitch to Will Simpson is swung on and missed. Rays have 9 hits and have scored 6 runs. Phillies have 13 hits and have put up 8. The 1-1 delivery. It's popped up. Hit over towards medium depth right center field. And out number 1 is recorded on the catch by Rojas. Let's go. Yeah, it's 66 people tuning on in. Let's go, baby. JJ's hobbies are quantum, physics, and what? And checkers. I like chess. I'm a chess guy. D, how was spring training? The pitch, and there's a called strike. Dallas kicks and fires, and it's outside. The pitch. That's outside again for ball 2. Tank for 5K. The Tankathon continues tonight. 2-1. That misses outside and low. And the count is now 3-1. Gotta get the thumbnails ready, too. And Scott, thanks for the email. 3-1. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying. Rojas looks over the shoulder, makes the grab. And there's out number 2. Oof. And it's up to Jonathan Aranda. Final out. Let's go. Pitch number 1. Ball 1. Aranda batting .292 during spring training. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. This should do it. The throw over to first by Sosa in plenty of time. And the Philadelphia Phillies are going to the regular season and will be playing their first game of the 162 on Thursday. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ready, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready. Thursday cannot come soon enough. All smiles, man. I'm so ready. I cannot wait. A little bit more of a calm JJ today. And again, you have to remember, got to be ready for March Madness tonight. So, got to save the vocal cords for that. But this was cool. This was awesome, not going to lie. I'm ready. I am just so ready. I'll tell you what else I'm ready for. You know what else I'm ready for? I'm ready for Taijuan Walker to be cut. I'm done. Go look at my Twitter. What I posted a couple of hours ago. Get this guy off my team. I'm done. Yeah, Tim Kelly said that we're gonna have to deal with a couple of outings from him until until Ranger comes back. No, I've won him gone. I don't. We can eat up the rest of his contract. Get him off my team. I've complained about Tyler Phillips. I think Tyler Phillips is even a better option than Taijuan Walker is. I'm done. I can't say it enough. I was on this guy. I defended him for a while. You know, being thrown into the fire last year with all the injuries, and I didn't think that they gave him enough time for spring training, whatever. And this guy just clearly just does not have that killer instinct in him. And every time I'm watching him throw the splitter, he leaves something hanging over the middle of the plate. And today he just did the same thing. I'm done. I'm out on Taijuan Walker. I was one of the last man standing with Taijuan Walker. I am 1,000% done with him. Get him off my team. It's like I've had a monkey on my back for a while that I just didn't want to, take care of. Or I had a bite on my back, really. That's really what it is. I had a bite on my back that itched for a little bit, and now it's like really itching, and it's been sort of nagging at me. That's Taijuan Walker. Get him off my team. Get him out of Philadelphia right now. I keep thinking Thursday's a home game, but we have to wait until Monday's home opener. Walker can walk. No, he's done. That's if there's any takeaway that I had from today, that guy is done. Out. No excuses. 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Left a lot of hangers. I don't like it. If we're not going to cut Taijuan Walker, we're basically making we're not making a statement to the team. This is on Dave. This is on Dave Dombrowski now. It's on Dave. Jose Ruiz looked good. Joe Ross gave up another run. His ERA is now at a 3.72. Joe, I think, is going to come around. I do. I think that Joe Ross will come around. But didn't really have a good spring training, Joe Ross, overall. Pretty underwhelmed. I know that he was probably trying some new pitches. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but wasn't really taking too much away from him. Harper, Alvarez, and Dallas, but all 3 pitched today. Nothing really I can take away from that. This was just like, this was the game where, you know how like you remember like in class in high school or whatever, you had basically like a free period. It was the last day of school. There was nothing really to talk about, and you just had to be in class for that time, and there was nothing really to do, nothing to learn. You were just basically hanging out with people, or you were just sitting at your desk, whatever, and you were just waiting for that bell to ring. That was today for the Philadelphia Phillies. We were actually waiting for just us to ring the bell at the very end of this. This was not really anything that you could take stock into. Wasn't really a lot of things to take away, except the only thing that I took away was Taijuan Walker. Get him off my team. It is clear. I gave him a lot of chances. I gave him so many opportunities. I'm done. Like I can't stop saying it now. I'm literally just. I might sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but I am so done. I can't with him. Bohm had a nice swing. First, I got a little bit scared that they took him out. They took Bohm, they took Turner and Harper out really early today. And I got a little bit scared because I thought that something was wrong with Bohm first. And then as soon as they pulled out the other guys, I was like, all right, thank God. It's like, thank goodness. Clemens is seeing the ball well. Cody deserves that final roster spot. Okay, you want to take away? There's one right there. Opposite field double, a single. My man deserves it. It's no doubt about it. I feel bad for Buddy. Today was Buddy's last day as a Philly, and we're going to have to find a way to trade him. We don't need him. We have Wes Wilson over at third base and playing in the outfield if we need a righty. We have Sosa. What do we need him for? We didn't need Rhys Hoskins because Harper was playing over at first base. It's the same exact thing, except to a lesser degree. So I actually would want Buddy to play in another system because I want him to get more playing time. Our bench is stacked. We don't have room for him. We don't have a spot. So Cody, it's clear that he is the best option, and balled again today, and I like the move. It's hard. It's tough to say goodbye, and I like Buddy, but that's just one of those things where it's just a business move. And you got to do what's best for the team. There's no options left for him, so you got to trade him. You got to trade him. Rojas had a 2 RBI double. He produced in that 6th inning. There's a positive. Hit it right into the gap. It was a hard hit. Wasn't like it was a lucky hit, as somebody said in the chat, and I know he was joking. But, good swing. Still didn't work on bunting. I'm still waiting for that, Rob. We're going to wait till week 3 to work on bunting. That's like when Ben Simmons said, I'll be ready for game 8. I'll be ready to play for game 9. Still waiting for them to practice bunting. Joke. It was a study hall game. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. I blame Rangers back for Walker still being on this team, says Dan Brew. Well, we know who we have to blame for that because that person admitted that he helped him work on his couch, on moving his couch, so don't want to call out names. Jokes aside, though. Too many defensive errors. Hopefully that the defense tightens up. Yeah, I'm actually really happy that you brought that up, my friend, because Bobby Dickerson, when do we look at him? When do we actually look at Bobby Dickerson and give him blame when it comes to our defensive errors? Bobby Dickerson is looked upon as this guy who has gotten a lot of respect from the league, like Kevin Long, and people have said so many great things about him. Over the years, though, I know that it's on the players to come up with the right plays, but we don't really talk about defensive alignments because we can't see what's going on off the camera. They don't show us those angles. But when I'm watching some of these infielders and with the way that they're positioned at times, we don't talk about Bobby. And I think that we kind of should bring him into a little bit more of a light, especially if the team is making errors consistently. Part of it is that the players have to look at themselves in the mirror. I get that, and I agree with you, but it's a two-way street. if this constantly keeps happening, wouldn't they go over fundamentals during spring training? Wouldn't they try certain things defensively that they wouldn't do in the regular season? I'm just saying, I gotta put a spotlight on him because not a lot of people are talking about it, and it's just something to keep your eye on. Just something to keep your eye on. Bye-bye, buddy. Where's my bunting? Larry says, Rob, real ball players don't bunt. They swing for the fences all day, every day. No. This is what Rob would say. Well, at least you tried. You know, I thought that Rojas had a nice little attempt there, and we'll try it again soon when he feels like it. Look. Okay, there's a player's manager. I get it. I understand, but just straight out lying to us is what I can't understand. Said that you were going to work on bunting. You said that you were going to try certain things, and you didn't do that. I could understand the other day when you're down 7-0 and you don't have any base runners. Okay, fine. You could still try it during some at-bats. Try to do some drag bunts. There's no excuse there. But just to straight out lie to us, I think that they had to have bunted only less than 10 times. Less than 10 times. I don't have a stat in front of me, but eye test-wise was telling me they did not bunt a lot. I just can't stand it when people lie. When people lie to you about those types of things. So, there we go. All right. I love you all. I'm done. And I will catch you all later tonight, man. We got another Sixers game. What time is that on? That game is on at 8 o'clock. Got to get the thumbnails ready. Got to rest up. And then we got some March Madness tonight. And I got to go volunteer for a couple of hours and get a little bit of exercise in. So we're busy. The grind continues. The grind to 5K continues. Let's look at the subscribers one more time. All right, we have 43 more. 43 more subs. That's it. 43 in 4 days. We're going to get there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, Michael. We'll do it live. It never gets old, man. Never gets old. All right, I love you all. Catch you all later tonight. See you all. See you then.